One thing I've always wanted to learn how to do is learn how to sail. I mean, it just seems cool. The wind through your hair, the salt water spraying, you get to do your own thing out in the ocean. It just seems really cool. And I haven't learned because sailboats, turns out, are extremely expensive. Not only to buy, but to maintain. And I could take lessons, but they're expensive too. And I don't even have a boat. And so it's like, what's the point of learning how to sail if I can't go and sail? You know what I mean? Anyway, I bring this up because of today's beatitude. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Now, I promise it'll make sense in a second. Now, meek translates to something about like being gentle or like being kind of quiet or kind of a pushover. And while, yeah, it does mean that in modern times, the original word had different connotations. Remember how the Bible is written in a different language? Well, that language is Greek. It's Koine Greek, which is this dead language that nobody really speaks anymore, but people kind of know. It's kind of like Latin. Now, the word used here is praus. Ooh. Is it? And while it translates pretty literally to being gentle or humble, its usage colloquially, like back in the day, painted more of a word picture. The image is of a really strong horse or ox that was tamed to use its strength in a certain way and listen to the farmer or whoever's like riding the horse and use its strength in that way. Or the word gentle is meant to make us think of a sailboat capturing a gentle breeze and being able to control the power of the wind to move and steer. See, it all makes sense. Wow. Why this is described as blessed is because we are meant to kind of have that same idea, meant to control the life that God has given us and to steer under His command. It's an image of power under control. It's not about being meek and being humble and weak and like letting people walk over you. It's about being able to control the power that God gives us in our lives. Honestly, I think that this concept of power under control is put pretty well in Psalm 37, verses 5 through 11. It says, "Commit your ways to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it leads only to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. A little while and the wicked will be no more. Though you look for them, they will not be found. But the meek," there's that word again, "the meek will inherit the land and enjoy peace and prosperity." Nowadays, when people hear meek, they think of pushovers or people who let others walk all over them. But what Jesus was really talking about was being able to know you could do something. You could say that mean thing or send that text or DM or try to put others down so you look better. But instead of that, you don't. You wait and you know that God is working instead of you needing to be petty or snap back or whatever. People that still say like clap back, I don't think so. That's dated. Well, so instead of being mean or worrying about other people who might be doing things differently, getting ahead, you don't worry about that. You wait and you know that in the end, the blessing you get from God is better than anything else. Which, let's be honest, is extremely difficult. Part of following Jesus is putting what God wants above what we want. It's not easy, but as we slowly but surely put more and more trust into God, we see that it's absolutely worth it. I hope that you've been staying safe this summer. We'll see you on the 25th for Alive. Okay? Alrighty. Chakras.